Hey everyone, so it is the end of the year and I figured as this is probably going to be my last video of this year, depending on how much time I have over the next couple of days, I would make this last video all about you guys, if that makes sense, and just my channel in general. I don't really have too much of kind of actual content in terms of like atheism or sciencey or like stuff. I just kind of wanted to use this opportunity to sit down and like have a chat with you guys about, I don't know, just this year, because it's been a crazy, incredible 6 months for me, and I never expected I would get even like 1,000 subscribers on this channel, never mind 11,000, and I can't believe it. I just find the support from you guys is amazing and incredible, and I never expected to enjoy what I'm doing so much. And that is purely because of you guys and your incredible support and your continued support and how you make this channel worth it. So I've been making like a couple of videos for maybe like a year now, but it was only in the last 6 months that I got serious and decided to start talking about the things I really cared about and the things that really interested me, and that was when I started to make videos, you know, 2 to 4 times a week. And that was also when you guys kind of started paying attention as well. So much has changed in the last year, and I really cannot say how grateful I am for each and every one of you who's taken the time to subscribe to my channel, to watch a video, to like my videos, to comment, to everyone who's supporting me on Patreon. It's just amazingly overwhelming, and I just think you're all incredible. And I really hope that over the next year I can continue to give something back to you guys, whether that's just like entertaining you, or if you learn something, or if you're just here to kind of try and see things from a new perspective, or maybe if you're here to try and challenge me as well. I really hope that you can get something out of my channel and my videos and my content and what I'm doing here. I've always said with my videos I don't really have an agenda. Mostly I just want to entertain you guys and talk about things that interest me. And if people learn stuff, or if people start to question things or consider kind of like parts of their faith or their political beliefs or their social beliefs or whatever, if people start to question that or just even think about it in any way, like along the way, that's a bonus for me. But ultimately I just want to entertain and keep creating content that hopefully you guys enjoy watching as much as I enjoy making. Doing this whole YouTube thing full time is a really interesting experience for me. God, there's no way I could develop any kind of ego doing this, because for every one of you who's supporting me and saying lovely things, there are also 5 people telling me I look like a man and that I'm an idiot. Oh, that's my phone. That was Dan, sorry about that. Normally I cut this stuff out of the video, but I can't remember where I was before the phone rang. Yeah, that was it. In the beginning, when I got negative comments, I'm going to be completely honest with you guys and say they did really affect me. And today, some of them still do affect me. I'm not going to tell you which ones. No, but I find the ones that are clearly just trying to get me riled up, or the ones that are just kind of generic insults. So the people who tell me I look like a man, or the people who say, oh, your makeup's stupid, or the ones who are like, "Pah, you think your relationship's good? Just wait till he cheats on you." Those comments really don't bother me because they're not things that I have any like insecurity about anyway. So those ones I just kind of laugh off and can make a joke about. I'm like, meh, whatever. Sometimes there are comments that hit on something that I do have an insecurity about, and some of those still do kind of sting a little. But on the whole, I'm getting to a point where, you know, the positive comments from you guys completely outweigh the negative ones, like, by a lot. And I think that just shows how many incredible people there are in the world. And they're the ones that I'm concentrating on. And you guys are, who do leave those positive comments and who do, you know, and I don't just mean the ones who are like, oh, you're so awesome. I mean the comments who really interact with what I have to say, even if you don't agree with me, even if you're saying, oh, well, I don't agree with this, but, you know, I find this interesting about your opinion. The people who care about what they're saying, you guys are the ones who make doing this worthwhile. And you guys are the ones who stopped me listening to the negative comments and stopped me being affected by them. And now they really don't bother me all that much. But, you know, being on the internet, you're gonna get negativity, and that's just something you have to deal with. And yeah, I think if that's the price I have to pay for doing something I love and doing something that makes me so happy, is more than worth it at this point. So I'm not really the kind of person who does like New Year's resolutions, and I'm not the kind of person who so I've always said if I'm unhappy with something, or if I'm not as happy with something as I could be, I just act on it and try and make it better. I don't wait for the week to start, or wait for the next month to start, or wait for the new year, you know, I'm not that kind of person. Some people might call it impulsive, probably because it is quite impulsive, but I'm more of a just, let's just act on it and do it right now kind of person. That's why I don't really have any kind of like New Year's resolutions type thing. And that's why kind of doing these like year-end wrap-ups are a lot kind of weird for me, because even though like New Year is a big time, it's kind of also not really a thing, and it's just a kind of arbitrary end point we've put in place. I'm rambling. The point is, what I want to say is that going into 2018, I think what I want to do is just keep having fun with my channel. I don't want to get bogged down in drama, because that's not the kind of person I am, and I don't want to get bogged down too much in the serious stuff, if that makes sense. I don't want things to get too kind of intense, and I don't want to get bogged down in too many like intricacies of topics. Mostly I just want to have fun with what I'm doing and still talk about the serious stuff and still talk about the important stuff, but keep making sure I'm doing it in a fun, engaging way. I have plans to talk about things that are important to me, like the whole sort of topic around anti-vaxxers. I have plans to talk about cults. I want to do more videos debunking psychics and people who will just exploit people for money. I want to look at faith healing. I want to look at the big religious organisations who do take a hell of a lot of money off people and often exploit people. I want to look at things like crystal healing, tarot reading, numerology, all that kind of stuff, and I do have plans in the works to talk about some of these things, and I think it's going to be really, really fun. But I do want to talk about the less serious stuff as well, and I want to keep having fun, and if you guys are okay with it, because ultimately, like, what content I create does come down to you guys and what you want to watch, but I would like to do kind of like some more sort of personal type bits, and I know I'd like to talk to you about things like photography, because I've been taking photos for years now and I adore it. I have many cameras, and I have a huge selection of film cameras, and I shoot both 35mm and 120 film. I used to develop my own black and white film in the darkroom at uni. I used to work in a photo lab where I developed my own colour film. And yeah, there's just lots of aspects of photography I'd like to talk about, and I think that could be quite fun, and it's something that I'm really passionate about. And I know it's not my kind of usual content. I know it's not like atheist or sciencey. It's just something I enjoy and something I want to share with you guys, because ultimately this, you know, because ultimately things like photography, just like books and just like science and just like making videos, they're all really big parts of my life and who I am, and I love sharing that with you guys, and I want to keep sharing that with you. So yeah, I don't know. Do you guys mind me doing that? I also quite like just doing these videos where I just sit down with the camera and no like script or planning and just talk to you guys about stuff, because it does feel like we're just sitting down and having a nice conversation, and I love reading the comments on these kinds of videos because you guys have really interesting lives as well, and I love hearing when you give me book recommendations, or when you tell me that you watch a certain TV show that I watch, or when you tell me that you like a band that I like, or when you introduce me to new bands, or I like it when you guys, you know, tell me your hobbies and your interests and things, and I love that so much. And I have some of you on Twitter who send me pictures of dogs every day, because you know I love dogs, and that's the kind of relationship I want to keep building with you guys, because I love it so much and it makes me so happy, and I hope it makes you happy as well. So yeah, that's what I want to keep doing. And I spoke on a live stream how I really enjoy painting. I'm not very good at it, but I really enjoy it. So maybe that's something we could kind of like continue to talk about next year as well. And maybe I could show you a few of my terrible paintings, and maybe you guys can share your own artwork with me, and I would love to see that. there's just, yeah, there's lots of things I think I'd like to talk about. It's just whether you guys want to hear it or not. So yeah, I'm very, very excited for kind of what's coming in the new year. And yeah, oh, this is Danny home. Hey, beautiful.
Hello.
Sorry, so many distractions. I'm filming at a time that I don't normally film at, so yeah. Basically, what I'm trying to say is, I know I'm not going to change the world with this channel. I'm not aiming to change the world. I don't think I could change the world. I think if there was anyone out there who was going to change the world, it shouldn't be me. But I hope I can at least entertain you. I hope I can at least give you something to enjoy. I hope I can at least maybe brighten your day a little bit. I don't know. Because so often reading comments from you guys, getting messages from you guys, they do brighten my day and they do make me smile and they cheer me up and they make this all worth it. And I hope I can give you guys back as much as you give me, if that makes sense. I don't know, I feel like I'm being mushy, I'm sorry, I'm a very emotional person, okay? I cry at everything. But I am gonna wrap this up. I don't know, I wanted to kind of like talk to you guys about this and make sure we're on the same page and we both know where my channel's going and we both know what my plans are. And I just wanted to keep you guys in the loop, you know. Things have been a little rough this Christmas. Christmas is never a good time for me. I mean, I love Christmas, but I also kind of dread it as well. Half the time, it means going up to my hometown, which is never a pleasant experience, because I didn't have the best time growing up there. So going back is always emotionally difficult for me. But this time I was away from my family for the first time, so that was a really big kind of emotional hurdle to overcome. And yeah, I don't want to get into things too much and bring a downer on this, but let's just say Christmas has been an emotional one and I'm happy to be home now. Very, very happy. And I'm ready for things to get back to normal. I'm ready to just keep making great content for you guys, or at least I'm ready to keep trying to make great content. Half the time it's just mediocre. Anyway, wrapping this up before I just ramble on and bore you all. I hope this wasn't too boring, I hope this wasn't too weird. I know there wasn't really any big chunk of learning-y, entertaining-y content here. I just wanted to chat with you guys and see how you feel about things, and also just wish you guys a slightly belated Merry Christmas and say Happy New Year to all of you, and just thank you all so much. I know I say at the end of my videos like how much I appreciate you all, but I really appreciate you all. And just thank you for helping me build a life that I love. I always wanted a job that I could just enjoy. I never wanted a job to feel like a chore. And people always told me in school, like, well, you're never gonna find that. But I really have, and I really love this. And I have some really, really exciting stuff coming up in the new year. And I don't know if you saw it over on Holy Kool-Aid's channel, but Thomas mentioned that me, him, and a certain other person who I'm not sure we're mentioning yet, we're starting a podcast in the new year, a science podcast called The Here and How. And I'm so excited to be working with these two amazingly talented, intelligent, just lovely, kind guys. I'm so excited to be working with them. I think it's going to be a really exciting project, and I hope you guys are going to enjoy it as well. Yeah, rambling again, I'm sorry, I am wrapping this up. Point is, 2018 is full of fun, exciting things, and I'm happy they're going to be happening. I'm going to stop talking now. Me and Dan are going to make some food, because I am starving. But for now, thank you so much for watching this video and all my videos this year. Thank you for your continued support on my channel. Thank you for being amazing, and hopefully I will see you again soon in 2018. You know who's awesome? Everyone who is supporting me on Patreon this month, and that includes Mark Dauner, Lachie Scott, Jadeon Sheppard, Jaylee Moore, Sir Michael Moore and Matthew Meinema. A huge thank you to all of you and everyone else who is supporting me on Patreon. You're all listed here on the end screen or down in the comments. You guys can go check them out. But for now, just a huge thank you to all of you. I really do appreciate it.